This week on The Big Picture, a hacking scandal is causing problems for Rupert Murdoch's media empire, and Fox News resorts to long-debunked myths to promote the right-wing economic message. Thanks for watching. I'm Tyrone Gayle. There are new revelations coming out about Rupert Murdoch's British tabloid News of the World and the extent of their phone hacking. This week, a report in The Guardian indicates that News of the World employees hacked into the phone of a teenage murder victim named Millie Dowling, even deleting messages and reportedly obstructing the police investigation of her disappearance. This scandal could have an explosive impact on the Murdoch media empire.
England, where Rupert Murdoch gained his first media foothold outside his native Australia, rose up almost as one against him today. The Prime Minister spoke gravely. Parliament called for an investigation. Even prominent actors spoke out. This after the revelation that Murdoch's News Corp had not only hacked into the voicemail of a missing 13-year-old girl, but had erased some of her messages, giving her family and friends the false hope that she picked them up and that she might still be alive. She wasn't. That all happened before further reports tonight by another newspaper that police are investigating if the same hacking of voicemails was done to the families of 2 other murdered women and even some of the victims of the London 7/7 subway bombings.
It's now they hacked the phone of a girl who was kidnapped and murdered. This is the kind of thing that you don't get away with.
To sort of stave off the negative publicity and to take a step in what he believes to be a positive direction, James Murdoch has announced that the News of the World, which until very recently was the top-selling Sunday newspaper here in the United Kingdom, will publish its last edition this Sunday.
The tentacles of the Murdoch empire reach deep into the U.S. and, the lies are clearly established on Fox News. The question is whether we're going to learn from what the Brits have been through, whether we're going to wait that long to raise the questions in our country, and whether the Brits are going to learn from us and make sure that he doesn't aggregate more power over there until we get to the bottom of this.
As the story grows in the UK and the US, it's raising questions about Murdoch and News Corp as the company moves to acquire broadcasting company B-Sky B. We have full coverage of this story at MediaMatters.org. Meanwhile, at Fox News, the so-called straight news team is once again showing what their job really is. And no, it's not providing fair and balanced information. Fox's special report ran a 2-week special on the economy, and predictably, they're pitching Republican talking points and policy proposals as the way to, quote, save the economy.
The regulatory burden that the United States government imposes on its business class, where do we fall in rankings of the industrialized states?
If you had asked me this 10 years ago, I would have told you, America is the place to start a business. It's not true anymore today, and we know that the heavier the regulation, in particular in product and labor market, the more it reduces economic growth.
And speaking of politically motivated misinformation about the economy, Fox has been breathlessly touting a report about the cost of the 2009 recovery bill and its effect on jobs. The only problem? Those numbers they're so excited about are based on a method that was debunked years ago.
The stimulus costs you, the taxpayer, $278,000 per job. Yeah. Is that really a good use of our money, considering a lot of those jobs were temporary?
Those jobs costing taxpayers as much as $278,000 a pop.
Each of those jobs cost an average of $278,000.
The numbers were first highlighted in a report in the conservative magazine The Weekly Standard, and the AP called them highly misleading. Nobel Prize-winning economist Paul Krugman called the calculations bogus. Of course, we've known that this argument is nonsense for years. It just goes to show you that at Fox News, the truth isn't the priority. The attack is. We leave you this week with a glimpse of the nasty underside of Fox News. Check out Cal Thomas during a commercial break. And this is only a taste of what goes on behind the scenes at Fox. Who knows how deep the sexism really goes? Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
I think a lot of the media are just relieved that she's not Sarah Palin.
Yeah, well, they're trying to set it up because, it's like John McCain. He was the media's favorite Republican candidate.
Until he wasn't.
As soon as he got the nomination, cut the legs off.
She also did play into the Sarah Palin catfight angle earlier this week.
But she needed, at that point, no one knew who she was. Now people know who she is, and she's downplaying it.
But when she's the one putting out there a soundbite about mud wrestling with Sarah Palin, like that.
Was that earlier this week?
That was earlier this week.
I thought it was like
just,
2 or 3 weeks ago.
I don't even want to envision that.
Reinforces it.
Jello wrestling maybe, but not mud wrestling, no.